And we are online. Here we go. So, I am going to be streaming Sonic 3 and Knuckles Complete. Is that what they call it? I actually think it's Sonic the Hedgehog 3 Complete. It's basically a mod for Sonic 3 that kind of makes things as they should have been, because the final product was apparently tweaked in ways that some people don't like. I've actually never played this mod before. This is, and it's also my first time through Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic 3 and Knuckles in a good few years, so this could be terrible if I'm really bad at the game. So let me just put our music to sleep here for a moment. Just before we start, what I'm actually doing is I'm using instead of my normal, for this sort of thing, instead of my normal Xbox 360 controller, I'm actually going with a slightly different controller. It's a terrible Mad Catz like fight pad thing. It's kind of like a, it's actually kind of similar in shape to the original Genesis or Mega Drive controller. So I actually thought I'd just bust it out, give it a quick clean up, and see how it looks. There's the picture of it there. Oh my god, it's massive. Let's quickly resize this thing so that you can actually see it. There it is, chilling on my desk there. It actually seems alright. It has a few more buttons than the original controller, but no, in terms of Sonic, it's actually a very pure experience. Just because playing with the analog stick can be a little bit funny. So, without further ado, let's head back into the bedroom. So this is the Sega Classics collection thing that kind of gives you this interesting 3D space to play your games in. As you see, for my stream test, I was playing a little bit of Sonic 2. However, for this one, we're going to go with Sonic 3. Into the mods. Sonic 3 Complete is installed. And here we go. Cursor out of the way. So this isn't the standard Sonic 3 intro screen. This is actually the one added by the mod. Let's have a quick look at the options. I did briefly look through these before, but didn't really get too deep into them. In fact, while I'm thinking about it, before we go any further, I'm going to quickly send out the summons. Very unprofessional for me to be doing this on the stream, but hey. Okay, so yeah, so this is one of the options that they actually included. Where you, originally the flying battery zone was meant to be a part of Sonic 3, but on release it was kind of split into Sonic and Knuckles. This apparently gives you the option to restore it. It also adds easy mode, which as people may be aware of a very famous Doc Future stream, gives you the option to play a slightly more chill version of the game. Super controls, there's because it was very easy to accidentally trigger your super mode in Sonic 3 original, which would kind of screw up some levels, make them ridiculously easy or make them ridiculously long as you had to wait for your thing to time out. It gives you the option of needing to press a different button to trigger it. Oh wow, I'm guessing this is basically the option to turn off the spin dash. Oof, must be miserable. And Tails Assist. Not 100% sure. What other music options have we got? I'm not going to get too deep into that. Right. So, we're going to go with Sonic 3 Complete. on we go. So one of the things that the Sonic 3 Complete mod does actually do is it restores the Sonic 3 title screen and the music. And as you may have heard before, classic menu music. This was the first Sonic game to include save games. For obviously being slightly longer when you combine the two cartridges than the other Sonic games, it really does give you a good... Yeah, it really does make a difference being able to save. So, first Sonic game to begin with an actual cutscene. And here's this red asshole again. You know him? Nipples the Echidna. Actually, no, but Knuckles, but... Right, on we go. No need to delay, no need to wait. We have got to go fast. And there we go, first of many stupid moves from myself. So let's go as we mean to go on, and let's start with the Blue Sphere stages, which we're probably going to be doing a million of. These are the special stages of this game. Every single Sonic game has a different special stage, or at least up to this point. I think Sonic Mania may have one that's basically a combination of the other ones. This one is essentially collect all the blue orbs and don't touch the red ones. If you touch the red ones, you are immediately out like that, because holy shit, I'm absolutely useless at this. The bumpers with the stars on send you backwards, and that's about all there is to it. So I'm going to actually try and play this like a human being. 1 second, I could have sworn this was one of those ones where there was something underneath it. Nope, apparently I'm hallucinating. Right. That was a bubble shield, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you know what, forget the rings, we'll just forsake our rings for the bubble shield, which I've proceeded to lose anyway. I assure you, I'm a seasoned veteran at this game. I've played it and known it and loved it for many years, and apparently that is not enough to change the fact that I'm terrible at it. Is this one I can just break? Ah, this is the one you can push. See, I wasn't going mad. Tails clearly determined to stop me from going down here for some reason. And the mod has brought in the original Sonic 3 music, which, to be honest, I actually prefer the Sonic and Knuckles version. So, here we go. Mid-boss time. Oh, in fact, no, sorry, this isn't the mid-boss. This was the first appearance of the mid-boss, where he sets fire to the entire zone. So here we are, Angel Island is now ablaze, and we have our first bonus stage, which is the orb one, I believe. So this is another new addition for Sonic & Knuckles, where you get bonus stages when you pass a lamppost or a star post with a certain number of rings. And in these you can collect various bonuses and fun things. I might have just screwed myself over there. So the aim of this one is basically to collect as many fun things as you can without... Oh, that was not a good shield. I actually want the fire shield if I can keep it. And you can occasionally hear that kind of alarm noise. That's the ever-encroaching end of stage thing, which I just throw myself into there. However, I have come out with a fire shield, which on the post-mid-boss, or the post-burning Angel Island zone is actually a really good idea. So there's a ring here. Let's see if perhaps I can redeem myself a little bit and not make an absolute arse of this one. Okay, focus on, guys. We've got this. So you can actually turn the blue spheres into rings if you kind of if you create a circle of or a square around them. I just feel like every now and then there's a button press missed on this controller, which I'm not convinced is going to be good for my health in general. But I don't like to blame the controller, but I've kind of busted this one out of the cardboard box after years and years of sitting in there alone and untouched. So you probably notice that this stage gets faster as time goes on, obviously to keep you from dwelling on it too much. Ooh, lucky break there. And this is the end of the stage. There we go. Our first emerald. I still can't believe I screwed up the first stage. That was an absolute embarrassment. Yeah, it's pretty much it's one of those sound effects. It sounds like it's making a noise. It's kind of it sounds like something. I don't know. Water. There we go. That's me wasted the fire shield. I worked so hard to get hold of. Let's go for the first extra life. So it's like the complete mod adds the. Still didn't need those rings anyway. All right, here we actually get to mess with invincibility frames and completely cheese the boss because he can't hurt me while I've got the fire shield on. Sorry, that was probably not the most climactic way of actually demonstrating the boss to anyone, but it got us through. And because we're at the start of Sonic 3 stream, we are basically just going to spend the next hour or so doing nothing but special stages, because that's how it goes. So, I apologise, these are probably a little monotonous to watch. They're, I don't know, they outlast their welcome a little bit. So this stage, I seem to remember, is made up of rooms that you kind of could only go through once. So, God forbid you miss anything. Okay, starting to go a little bit faster now. Oh, yeah, not this time. So I could see another set of spheres over that way. Oh, you've got me saying water over my head now that you've mentioned that. That's really annoying. There we go, right. Back to actually going fast for a change. Oh, it's just, you're right, it sounds like somebody saying something over and over, and it's terrible. Oh, why have I done this? Okay, let's try again. Thankfully the, oh, I'm gonna lose my shield. Unless I can very cleverly avoid the water and get a bubble shield instead, which I believe there's a fair bit of water in this one anyway, so that's not too bad. That's another good sound effect, the bubble bouncing sound effect. Oh, I did wonder there for a second what's in the other special stage. Ah, so that route through there is actually a Knuckles route. Oh no, it's not. Sorry. But this is, I suppose, a good time as any to announce the existence of Knuckles routes. There's a few areas during the game that are... Hi, Mike! There's a few areas in the game that are kind of dedicated routes for Knuckles to go through that you actually just simply cannot access as any of the other characters. Because, hey, Knuckles can climb walls and we can't. So I'm going to probably spend the next 30 to 40 minutes on this stage gambling. Hope you guys are ready for that. That's actually not a very good way to spend my time. There's no real benefit to this other than perhaps continues or... I'll just throw myself out here, man. This one's actually, it's styled after the Sonic 1, Sonic 1 special stage. No! I needed that shield for reasons. Okay, let's try again. That, I think, is a Knuckles route there, with the, I see there's something you meant to jump upwards through, but... Well, that's it, everything in my life now is a Knuckles route. I'll show you. I can't reach that. We're heading towards the end of the stage. Yes, we are. Huh. Oh, okay. That actually wasn't the way I was meant to go. 3 settings. What are we doing with 3 settings? Okay, so... Oh, there we go. Let's go for the last of the bonus stages, and I'll probably never touch them again in the whole game. This one is the only one that was packaged with the original Sonic 3. You basically bounce left and right and get gumballs, and each bumper only works once. That's about all there is to it. I'm just going to jump out of that one there. However, it's good to come out with a shield, so happy days. So this is us heading towards the end of the level. Let's use our fire dash here. And it's time to get our asses chased by this giant thing here. I think this is actually the foreshadowing for the Flying Battery Zone, which I believe was meant to be the second stage in this. However, as I said before, it was kind of shift to Sonic and Knuckles as the second stage. But any second now, we should be seeing our good friend Dr. Robotnik, or Dr. Eggman, depending on which continuity you wish to stick with. Maybe a slightly dangerous move there. So the playing field isn't going to switch to the side here. I'm actually going to be immune to his shots because I'm using a fire shield. A good reason I grabbed that there. It hits, and I have completely screwed myself up because I double tapped the charge button. Oh, a fantastic end to that there. Real quality gameplay. So it looks like I'm going to be doing the boss fight legit instead. It might seem like there's some sort of clever trick to this part, but you literally just hold right until the scene ends. It's an interactive cutscene, guys. Come on, Robotnik. Let's get back to the old embarrassment. Holy shit, Tails, calm down! Dude! Dude! He died for our sins. Well, I guess that single-handedly justifies the existence of Tails in this game. Jesus Christ, dude, just stop dying. So, with that done, time to meet this pink asshole again. Red asshole? Pink asshole? Yeah, all assholes, pink or red, doesn't matter. And off we go to Hydro City Zone. Hydro City? Hydro City? Either way. So this particular Sonic game features a flash shield you can do, which is pretty cool. Briefly, if you double tap the jump button, just briefly puts up a shield that I don't know if it actually protects you from anything, but it can extend your range for attacks. And obviously, right now I have not a whole lot of need for it because I am invulnerable. And because I'm overly cautious right now, I'm just gonna chill for a second and wait for that. So the bubble shield's cool, awesome new feature is that, aside from deflecting bullets like that, makes it completely needless for you to get any air when you're underwater. So the ever-feared Sonic drowning music is in fact pretty much safe. Yeah, I'm just really pleased with Tails' performance there. He's going to be getting his getting a pay rise after this, I think. Let's look for special stages, see if there's anything I can find. Ooh, different route. Why am I waiting for that? No, come on. Get your act together. If I remember rightly, those little piranha dudes, if they latch onto you, they actually don't straight up hurt you, they just drain your rings until you manage to shake them off, which is really annoying. And here we go, 1-up. I played through Sonic 1 the other day and realised that compared to the later games, the rings are actually really uncommon. Or it's really difficult to come across 100 rings, whereas I'm on the second zone here and I've already done it twice. I seem to remember there possibly being it wasn't a special stage, but it was at least a couple of rings. And here we go, boss time. Okay, so you don't want to charge this dude while he is spinning his things around him. On you go. And he's got me. This the boss music in Sonic 3 is really a unique Sonic 3 thing, isn't it? It's all the classic fixtures of weird woo and strange noises. Gonna be honest, it's actually one of the things I didn't necessarily miss when they revamped the music for Sonic 3 and Knuckles, but the Classics collection, or the Sonic 3 Complete, decides to replace that. Oh right, yeah, so there's this part. No time to even dwell on the amazing Act 2 music yet. Oh, that's a bastard of a spring there. So as you can imagine, this was basically the end of the game for many children. Because holy shit, how can you deal with that? But yeah, it's the Michael Jackson soundtrack. I didn't want to go into it too much because I don't remember the full details, and I don't like just talking about shit without really having a clue what I'm talking about. But there's all that stuff about Michael Jackson contributing to the soundtrack. I'm actually going to shut up for a second because the Act 2 music for the song is absolutely amazing. And I think almost single-handedly this was the reason why they added Hydrocity into Sonic Mania. I actually haven't played the PC version. I'll need to have a listen to that, see what the soundtrack actually did change for the PC. Didn't realise there was much of a difference. Aha. I have a slight recollection of there being a special stage back that way, but I can't actually to be certain. Oh, okay, that'll do. So I'm just going to waste the next 10 minutes jumping around here, hoping I can find something that might not exist. Strap in, guys, it's going to be a thrilling ride. Oh, Ice Cap's going to be a real experience for anyone that hasn't heard it before. Although by this point, surely everyone's heard Sonic 3's Ice Cap music. With slow platforming, because why the hell not? Alright, no, I could have sworn there was like a special stage or something behind that thing there, but apparently not. Oh, that'll do. And I've officially wasted enough time here, I'm going to try and continue. Oh no, it looks like I'm going to need to do it the slow way. Good job, good job. Carnival Nights. Ah, not a huge fan of the music in that one. It's clown music. Which I guess is alright in its own sense, but still, it's clown music. And out of here we go. Sorry about that. I try not to get stuck on stupid stuff like that too much, but I was convinced there was a special stage somewhere. There's that last ring we needed. I'll take that invincibility. Ooh. There's a special stage I've been convinced existed all along. Ah, so it's this one. The one that looks like it's set in night time. So this was back in the day when Nintendo was all about its Mode 7 graphics with the full 3D. So obviously Sega wanted to get in on the action a little bit as well. I would say they did succeed in many respects. This is a respectable attempt at 3D on a 16-bit system. Oh, I'm now lost. And so now I'm probably just going to wander aimlessly until the stage is going so fast I can't keep up with myself. I think there might be a bit I can jump over, but I can't find it. Oh, there. There we go, right. I actually remember that happening every time I played this particular stage. It's just, you have to take the right turn to get to that central bit. And you also have to be really ballsy in going around the edges and running at the red spheres for the last one. Okay. How many emeralds are in this again? Is it 7? I want to say 7, but... Is there no quicker way of doing this? No? Sonic waits for the bus. An animated story. I suppose of all the levels to be waiting around on the background music at least makes up for it this one. Actually not sure why I'm going for rings at the moment, but may as well stock up a bit while we're here. And I'll just tank a hit there because why not? pause for a moment. And we are back, I think. Oh yes, good start, good start. I really thought that moved through. So apparently in the last kind of 30 seconds or so, any semblance of skill has completely disappeared. Thanks for taking the hit from me, Tails. Appreciate your heroism in this last few minutes. There might be a special stage up here, or at least there is a thing I can go into. It is. Oh yeah, this isn't mind-numbing or annoying at all. So through we go. Let's go this way. Let's make a square on these ones. I actually have a slight recollection of this one being one that I can get lost on for a while, so strap in guys, we're in for the long haul on this. Honestly, not a bad music track either. It's just a shame that it's the only one, and if you spend any significant time in these stages, which if you want to play the whole game, you kind of have to, you have to listen to it over and over and over and over. There's our hidden orbs, and we're done. Good. Starting to feel a little bit redeemed after that that horrible attempt at the first stage. So I think this is pretty much the end of the level here. And it's time for Knuckles again. All things considered, there was nothing else I could have done in that situation, so him dropping me down that pit is genuinely not a terrible thing. Boss time. Nope! Special stage time. Chill there for a second. Ah, bubble shield. I don't think I actually need a bubble shield for the boss, because I don't think I can actually drown in the water. But, you know, it's still a shield. I've actually looked at the background in this particular stage. It's certainly a thing. Yes, just whiffed that one up there. Can I get this one as well? Oh, not quite. Not quite. Well, on with the boss. Geez, 6 minutes in this stage. I think I spent way too long messing about trying to find things that didn't exist. Well, could have cheesed this with the bubble shield, but apparently that's just not my style. So there's a couple of ways to hit this guy. You can either jump on top of the whirlpool thing there, or you can wait for these bombs to launch you into the air. Probably one or two more hits and he's done. Gotcha. Right. Hydra City done. On with the Marble Garden we go. So, Marble Garden, not a lot of people's favourite stage. There's some parts where you can get some pretty good momentum going. You can hit some good stuff. I seem to remember there being quite a lot of special zone rings in here, so it's a good place to stock up on Chaos Emeralds if you're still hurting from them at this point, which I kind of am, so happy days. It's also the debut of the Lightning Shield. There's a special zone in here. No. Shows how much I know. Use my invincibility frames to get through there. Let's go with the old modern Sonic style and go for the upper route. Nope, turns out it's completely useless. I'm pretty sure that's not how that was meant to work, but hey. Okay. Attempt number 2. This time I'm going to actually try going up... oops. Try going up this way. In fact, I think this might back onto the route that I tried to get up last time. So the Lightning Shield is... ooh, no! Lightning Shield is a fantastic shield in this. It gives you a double jump and also attracts any rings nearby to you, which makes it obviously really easy for getting rich quick. Aha! You see the slightly beaten up wall there. Right, so this one I seem to remember being one where I don't want to be getting all of the blue spheres in each square there, because this is it's like a two-way door. I'll screw this up. Oh no, I haven't. I've actually slightly redeemed myself. Yes, this one's about basically chambers that you have to work your way through. I've messed up again. Oh no, I haven't. I've somehow unmessed up. Whew. Relief. I'm probably not being as systematic as I could be here. This might come back and bite me in a minute, but very nearly managed to reverse myself into the end of the stage there. Six left. There we go. I think there are 7. Has to be right. Because I'm missing the first one, and I think that was the second last stage, so we're actually not far off getting all the Chaos Emeralds. I will apologise, I realise the special stages are not the most interesting things to watch, but again they actually affect the ending, so it is quite a good thing to collect them. I say affect the ending, there's an entire last stage dedicated to if you've got them all. So, and for the Marble Guarding gimmick, the useless spinner things that I am apparently incapable of controlling. Let's respawn it. Okay. Yeah, so if you touch the ground with these things, they zoom away. Trying to avoid the spike dude. Did so successfully, and messed up even worse in the process. Wasted those speed shoes because, hey. Okay. So I believe this is going to be the last of the Sonic 3 special stages. Oh yeah, it's there's going to be a whole new wave of these once we're done with Sonic 3. Just make the ballsy jump. Focus on. Doesn't look like I can actually get into that bit there, so let's see if we can flank around it. Yeah, getting real tactical here. Tactical Sonic action. Oh, this one's a bit of a dick of a stage, isn't it? Two to go, and we're done. Oh. If I can be entirely honest, this was probably the part of the game that I was dreading most, actually being able to complete the stages, so the fact that only the first stage is left is actually quite a godsend, in my opinion. And here we are. Oh lovely, a free lightning shield and some rings. And it just dumps us back into the stage. This looks an awful lot like the very beginning of the stage. Oh, it is. Oh, wow. So it has pretty much ditched us right at the beginning. I'm not going to mess with those smasher things anymore because, well, we saw what happened last time I did that. Still apparently not good enough to avoid those bastards. Ah! Well, that was merciful, it didn't take my rings away. It's interesting magnet design there, it's just a set of spikes that shoots things at you. Oh, hello. Yeah, see, things like that not existing was the reason the first few games were a little bit harder to come across all the extra lives. Yeah. Yeah! Gotta go upwards. Man, with an attitude like that, I'm never going to earn my chili dogs. Okay. Ease it up. Oh no, I think I might have a good reason to go back this way. I have a strange recollection of that existing. Ha! I haven't played the game in probably about at least 5 years. I do play through it every now and then, but I haven't done so in a while, but well, I still somehow remember things like that exist. Amazing how the human mind remembers things. Amazing how the human mind remembers absolute tripe. Well, there we go, that's the bit that took me out last time, so hopefully it's reasonably smooth sailing from here. The reason I was ignoring those before is because I actually wanted to try and actually get through the little kind of gauntlet bit before anything really got too fast. I've made an executive decision that I'm going for a perfect bonus on this one. Why? I don't know. There's a continue, that's nice. Kind of hope I won't need it, but eh. There we go. So you get a perfect bonus when you've collected, I think, as many rings as you could possibly collect on a stage. I very, very nearly completely screwed that up for myself there and blew it on the last blue sphere. But there we go, Marble Garden complete, and we have all the Chaos Emeralds. So that means for at least the next few zones we don't have to worry about the special stages anymore, which is frankly a godsend. And we get continue from it. So there's the kicker there. We are now able to transform into supersonic. I'm going to take that. And immediately lose it. What a dick move. So just to explain the mechanics behind it, once I have... oh, sorry, Tails. Once I have collected 50 rings, I can jump upwards and press another of the jump buttons, and it will trigger a transformation to the ultimate Hedgehog life form. Or what have you. However, if my luck so far is anything to go by, I'm going to probably complete the game before I see another 50 rings. Oh, come on. Sorry, that was my fault. I actually scratched my nose for a second. Probably shouldn't have done that while I was going as quickly as I possibly could, but hey. Get me some speed. Can't quite get enough to. Also, the other thing about this guy, he counts as a spring for some reason. Life is just merciful to. Like I said, we're unlikely to see supersonic in this game because I cannot keep my rings for more than a couple of seconds at a time. Alright, mid-boss time. So we've seen this guy a couple of times over the course of the stage. He is just some sort of weird digging robot. He was going to try and land on us. Not really even much of a speed bump, but, well. Through to the end of the stage we go. Music in Marble Garden, probably not up there in my top 100, but it's fine, nothing wrong with it. It's just, I mean, when you compare it to the other stages that around it, it just can't compare. So now comes this stage's gimmick, which is that everything is going to be changing in front of us, and that was at the time no doubt an absolute technological marvel, but wow, the stage changes before your very eyes. Sorry, that was a risky move there. I had a sonic premonition of there being a ring for a special zone in there. So another thing to note, actually, the rings to the special zones are now actually no longer transport you anywhere, but instead give you the 50 rings you would need to transform into supersonic, which is really nice of them. There, that's what I was thinking of before. So, you know what? I'm actually gonna do the transformation now. One of the things that the complete version does is it removes the change of the level music when you transform, which is really good because the invincibility music that plays when you do the transformation is obnoxious. Or at least it does when you get to the kind of third iteration of it. It's been going for minutes at a time. So the supersonic transformation is absolutely insane in terms of how much faster he goes, how much the fact that he's completely invulnerable. And he also is able to transfer he also retains the lightning shield ability that I've got because I have a lightning shield right now. In fact, you know what? I kind of wanted to take the special stage there, or the bonus stage, to undo my transformation before the boss. Totally irrelevant invincibility power up there. Interesting level gimmick where you have to bop those heads to cause the stage to change in some way or open a door or something. So I'm about to run out of rings, so I'm going to transform back. Oh no, I'm not. Oh, I really could have done with keeping those rings. Oh no, I did transform back. Good. To be honest, the stage is so vertical, which is such a really interesting thing in terms of the design compared to the other levels that you see in this. It's not really the best example stage to be trying out supersonic. There's one stage in particular I can think of, and I needed that. I need the spinner for it. Damn. I'm sure it would have been a very interesting alternate route to take, but alas, we are going this way instead. Haven't got enough rings for a special stage. Oh, I do like the noise that makes when you bounce off of those. Here's Robotic doing some more drilling. So this is actually us heading towards the end of the stage now. There's going to be another section before. I seem to recall being another one of those end of the game as a kid kind of sections, because oh my god, the floor is rising. Oof. Have I screwed myself? I have actually screwed myself. Well, I'll be. Thankfully, I think there was a star post not long before that, so yeah, there we go. Back we go. Risky hit, I don't have any rings, but it's worth it, because who doesn't like hitting robotic? Okay, so back to this part. I edged it with that crusher there. Oh, there we go, I managed to pass that part, but kind of messed me up last time. Ooh, I thought that part there was this bit. Nah. You can tell which special stage it's going to be based on the colours. That particular one was going to be the slot machine one, which only really gives rings as far as I'm aware, so there's not really a whole lot of point to it. Unless you're especially fishing for extra lives. Okay, so we have seen this particular iteration of Robotnik a couple of times over the course of the stage. Let's try and get... Yeah, right, that might have been a mistake, losing my rings there, but here we go. So this is a gimmick boss. You might think this is you might think that would be an insta-death, but alas, no. Interesting boss design, really. That wasn't my finest moment there. Okay. Let's do this properly, and without being completely incompetent. Those guys really know their comic timing, don't they? I'll show them. Okay. Gimmick boss attempt 2. Over 2 hits, that's not too bad. So it's going to come in from the top now. So yeah, it actually doesn't matter if Tails catches you. You can survive the fall in this, even though usually it would be a insta-kill. And we're done. And free our animal friends. And onwards towards the carnival night. Another addition to the game here, the zone transitions, which you didn't see in Sonic 1 and 2. So here we are, the obligatory carnival level, which was kind of follow-up to, I suppose the closest analogy would be Sonic 1's Spring Yard Zone, which had all the bumpers and kind of pinball mechanics, and Sonic 2's Casino Night, which actually in itself was a really good level if I remember. Let's say I'm maybe finding this a bit less rough than I have in recollection, so can't complain. Not a massive fan of the music in it, but it'll do. So the trick of this one is the one-way things. Crusher barrels and weird-ass bat things. A lot of visual noise on this level. It's kind of, I suppose, difficult to tell what's happening at times. And then you've got these platforms here, which I've actually messed up, so I need to reset that. Stand on these platforms, and it goes wah, and rises you up. So, another sign the shields in this are utterly broken. Projectiles just bounce off. Who cares? take the bubble shield because although it's unlikely I'm going to hold on to it for that long, there's water later on in this stage. There's a whole lot of water, but it's enough that it could cause problems if you're absolutely incompetent, which, let's be entirely honest, is not out of the question. Oh, what were the chances? I'll take this one. So the orb stage. We'll use it to get some. Use it to get some shields, I guess, or maybe some rings. 99 rings. What a tease! There we go. The fire shield. Oh. There we go. Right. I used to get really gutted when I get hit by that, but in reality it doesn't matter that much when you're in that stage. Did I see? I did. Kind of irrelevant right now, but because I'm wearing a shield. That's a question. Can I change forms with a shield? Oh wow, you can. I didn't realise you could do that. It's a new addition to this version. I'm pretty sure I've gone in a circle through this level here. There's a question. Can I change back? Oh wow! You can change back without running out of rings. That's something that definitely wasn't in the older games. You know what? Let's make the most of it. I don't mind rushing through this level to an extent, so let's have another. In fact, I'm going to change for the moment because I am very close to 200 rings. See if I can collect that last 6 rings without having anything catastrophic happen to me. There we go. And we'll change back to supersonic because it gets through quicker. Interesting mechanic this, the swirling grill things. Now I do have an angle on what I'm doing here. I'm not totally just trying to waste time. There. You can see that. I'm actually not sure if this is the right way. Oh no, this is just the back end of this other route here. Right, let's keep going. So the one thing that can actually take me out of supersonic is anything that can crush me. I'm not sure if those spikes are close enough to the ground to do so, but I'm actually not going to try it because I don't fancy wasting a life like that. He's got so much to live for. So, mid-boss for this level. As supersonic is going to be absolutely irrelevant, so I'm just going to switch back just for the sake of entertainment. So, if I'm right, there's actually nothing I can do to harm this guy. I have to wait for I have to hit him to open him up, and wait for the spinning thing to hit him. And of course, hitting him while he's electrified is not kosher. So down the rest of the elevator we go, and here comes the signpost. Excellent. Completely irrelevant, because any second now there's going to be a water section is going to immediately delete my shield, but, well. So I haven't played through Sonic 1 the other day. I really did miss the spin dash. It's, oh, there goes the shield. Absolutely fantastic game, but having played this with the, I haven't played both the sequels, 2 and 3 and Knuckles, you really do feel those little quality of life things. Also, the special stages are absolutely impossible. Oh my god. So in this one we've got the perhaps merciful blue spheres, which can be a little long-winded at times. Yes, there's perhaps too many of them, but Sonic 1 special stages are basically mazes that you have to navigate in ball form, and it's essentially the bonus stage from this with the... If I speak of the devil, let's go in, why not? Because it's what I was talking about. It's essentially this, the rotating maze, where you have to avoid touching the red goal things, the red goal bumpers, and you have to work through eventually breaking some crystal things to reach the Chaos Emerald. Sounds good, yeah, except it's nearly impossible to control, and I'm sure there's a knack to it or something, but I cannot for the life of me get the hang of it. So it's dead to me. So as you can see, I'm having equal amounts of luck with this, so I'm just gonna jump out here and pretend this didn't happen. Right. Onto these strange rotating things. Come on, come on, come on. I need to see if there's a thing. Oh, there is a thing. I've wasted all my rings trying to get it, but there was a thing. Not worth it. Not worth it. Strange mechanic. Going this way. How's that for a secret? 70 rings. Let's transform. I didn't fancy going back to the start of the stage. Real quality of life thing with the removal of the supersonic music. Oh, there we go, to the side there. That's, as you can see, the textured wall. That's a Knuckles route. Probably passed one or two Knuckles routes in the last couple of stages, but I actually am not, I suppose, experienced enough to recognise them off the top of my head. Come on, Tails. Stop messing this up for me. Oh, Tails, what have you done? Oh, no, 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 not the end of the world. So you notice from the colour palette, the blue balloons go yellow, kind of flashing yellow when you transform into supersonic. That's the magic of 16-bit consoles. Disable my super form here just for the moment because I think I'm going to run out of rings soon. I'll explain what's happening in a second. For a lot of people, that scene was a jarring experience. Going upwards? Yeah, why not? So those clamshell guys, if you hit the top of them, apparently bounce you like a bumper. I suppose it's better than losing the shield, so I'm not going to complain about that. Aha. So, what precisely at this point was stopping me from decking that pink asshole, or right in his pink asshole. Oh, video game logic, eh? I'll get it. I'll get it eventually. Damn bubble shield. Oh, in fact, can I not just bounce upwards with this and then just fire shield dancing to it? Oh no, you can't. Yeah! Worth every second. So it has occurred to me we're actually 4.5 or nearly 5 minutes into the level. If anyone is not familiar with Sonic games, every stage you play has a 5-minute time, oh sorry, not 5 minutes, sorry, a 10-minute time limit. And if you hit that 10 minutes, you lose a life. And that can be a somewhat miserable experience because, wow, it can be hard to recover from that. Because I think it does retain the time that you spent until you actually use it to continue. I think. I actually might be completely wrong about that. Don't quote me there. So, just spinning through this like the carnival it is. Interesting that a lot of things actually seem to work despite the fact that Knuckles has turned the lights out. Don't know if we're going to run into any more water, but it did give me a lightning shield, so we'll permit that. Excellent. Extra life for me. So we are actually headed towards a particularly notorious part of this game. It shepherds you through there. I'm not going to go that special stage yet. I've got plenty of rings and I have a good shield. Here it is! So, this room here. Nothing upwards, no way back. Just a single barrel. You think, yeah, it's just like a momentum puzzle, right? You just have to jump on it until it lets you through. And it's possible. You can actually do it like this. You can bounce the barrel far enough that momentum will let you take it through. Secret? Press up and down. There's nothing in the game that tells you you can do this, but you just have to press up and down on the controller, and it will move the barrel up and down. That particular little room there was the end of many people's playthroughs of this game, because there is just nothing that actually tells you how to get through it. And I realise some people like to brag that, oh, this was the easiest puzzle ever. No, it's not. It's not telegraphed at all. And I do feel for anyone that did get stuck in that particular part. I have the privilege of having figured it out myself when I was younger, but no, I can see why you would get stuck. So I'm actually running dangerously close to the time limit here. This is very unusual. Well, maybe it isn't unusual, but to quote a great man, we gotta go fast now. Let's race through the rest of the level here. Alright. Again, another perfect opportunity to deck him in his pink asshole, but well, boss time. I have a minute to clear this guy, and I've wasted my shield. Good. Good start. Actually, can't for the life of me remember what I'm meant to do with this. Oh, it's another magnet, isn't it? Ah! Oh boy, I made a rat's asshole of that one. So let's try again and try and do it in a slightly less embarrassing manner. That was probably not my intention. It was not actually how I intended to complete that. Okay, is he gonna... Thanks, Tails. Might notice my time is now flashing. So overall, yes, this has not been my greatest performance in this level. But there we go, that's Carnival Night over. We've spent far too long at this stage. Let's get back and actually do something interesting. We've had Marble Garden, we've had Carnival Night, two kind of, I would say, mediocre levels. But let's go for something a bit more special. Into the cannon, and let's just enjoy the music. What an amazing opening to a stage. So, welcome to the ice cap zone. May as well take this. Shame to leave the zone. It's amazing music, but we will be back momentarily once we've collected some goodies. Fire shield. That could be useful. Actually, can't remember what the gimmicks are like in the ice cap zone. I missed the ring. So, oh, there we go. One last ring. I'll have that. Where did I get 150 rings from? I'm gaining ridiculous amounts of rings from something. Nope, not recovering from that. Ah, not the end of the world. So, ice cap zone. I don't think this is in Sonic Mania. I guess the zone itself is maybe not that groundbreakingly amazing. I don't know, it just doesn't really do anything crazy brand new. But the music is one of those legendary tunes in the Sonic world. It is really the soundtrack of these games at its peak. Yeah, let's go with Lightning Shield. So yeah, those kind of frosty Orbinaut things, the spinning things, the spike things surrounding them count as projectiles, so shields negate them. Great. I believe those guys are called Penguinators, which is quite frankly the most fantastic inspired name for an opponent in any game ever. Let's take this. So, classic platforming. Don't see that much very classic platforming like that in Sonic games. It's compared to, well, the obvious comparison would be the Mario games. compared to Mario, Sonic's always a more momentum based and about kind of. We have. Oh, let's see if we get a shield from this. Compared to the Mario games, Sonic's very momentum based, and the idea is, oh, we've got a shield, let's get out. Sonic's very momentum based, and the platforming tends to be more vertical. Obviously, I mean, Mario World kind of went a bit more vertical because it was far more adventure in how its stages played out. But even then, it was more about classic jumping between platforms. It's kind of the very definition of a platformer. Sonic kind of goes his own separate way. His games, they're more about. I don't want to say going fast because back at this point, no, they actually weren't about going fast. Yeah, he's a fast mascot, but the games themselves more about vertical exploration. There is still the overarching, the top route is always the best route kind of deal. But, so right this way. So I think we're heading towards the end of this stage here. God, look at that ring count. I actually don't think you get I don't think you get an extra life for any rings past 300 or for any rings past 200. So an interesting boss. Oh, there you go. There goes the 280 odd rings. Invincibility abuse. That'll do. Let's move on to Act 2. So a slightly more muted start to the music in this one. These guys. So they throw their orbs at you. They're completely useless if you have a shield. There's aside from actually making contact with the enemy's body, there's nothing these guys can do to you. Can be a bit of a dick if you actually don't have a shield, though. It's interesting what they've done with the music in this stage. It's missing. It's like the last stage, but it's kind of missing parts of it. Underground we go. Oof, that. Probably should have seen that coming, to be honest, but, well, it was not to be. I made the mistake of going too fast. Okay, back to the top route. In fact, I'm actually going to take this top route this time, because it's got this thing, which I'm not going to be able to use if Tails keeps jumping on it. That's alright. Tails is still getting his pay rise for the first zone boss. That was the magnum opus of Tails play. Oh no, you can't show me that and not expect me to follow up on what's actually up there. Not quite fast enough, a little bit more. Change my mind, don't care. Oh, it's a spring. Alright, change my mind again, I do care. Just want to see if it's like a different route or something through the level. Really? That was it? Oh no, it is a different route. Good. Oof. There we go. This is actually, I don't know if I've ever taken this route through this level, so this could kind of be new to me. I'm usually just determined to move as quickly as I can, because, hey, I'm Sonic, gotta go fast. Nice. Don't go too fast. Oh, I thought I might catch the stars before they wore off, maybe get myself some more rings, but alas, it is not to be. Been saying that a lot today. Boss time. 2 minutes through this level, compared to the 9 it took me through the last one. Oops. Chill out. Oh, I might have died. I have died. Man, pretty poor performance on the bosses here. And generally poor performance on the other enemies as well. Wow. Rough start. No! Penguinator, jeez. I'm not going to lose. I'll actually one of these chumps. Oh, no way. Right, I probably should have realised that there wouldn't be any rings, but... One puff and then one down the... Ah! Alright. Try again. See, that's pretty much all I need. It's a little something something. Let's get these ones as well, why not? A little something something to keep me alive during the boss, because it's not a difficult boss. Oh, Jesus. Not a difficult boss necessarily, just it's just difficult to avoid hits. Easy enough to recover if you are hit, but actually avoiding them in the first place, not that straightforward. Especially if you're really impatient with the boss. Or just really impatient in general, like myself apparently. Right, let's try again. Let's do this properly this time. No more embarrassing deaths. Right, so one puff from the side, then puff up the middle. Much easier. Jeez. That's all there was to it. And off we go. Launch base zone. This was the final zone of Sonic 3. And... it can be a bit rough, yeah. Those Orbinauts there are considerably more dangerous than the ones we had in the last stage. And oh, geez, I actually thought that was it for me. No, we're going the top route. I think that might be a death pit. I'm not going to go down there. The top route can wait. Little explanation about my emulator choice here. I'm playing this on the Classics collection. I've opted to go for no scan lines because I tried it in the test and it like warmed up anus. I am using the smoothing filter because I thought it looked a little bit better than without the smoothing filter. Just on the larger LCD screen. The pixelated version was just a little bit rough around the edges. And I've gone for a very mild kind of curvature around the edges for the the CRT monitor effect, which is very traditionally, very traditionally classic looking. So really, very cool zone here. Interesting concept, you're kind of working your way through the buildings and dodging the traps in between, obviously. If you look in the background there, you can see Dr. Robotnik or Dr. Eggman's very own Death Star, the Death Egg, which is essentially a giant space station with his face on it. Very creative. Speech is nice. You know what? I'm gonna transform. This is a rough zone, and I'm going to get through as quickly as I can. Actually, you know what? I'm going to change back because I'm actually going so quickly I'm not actually getting to see anything in the zone. It seems like a little bit of a cop-out. I didn't meant to go into here, so I'm going to zoom out that quick as possible. Interesting. Animation just glitch out for a second, so I could slide along. Slide the slide hog. Very lucky there with those frog things, they hit tails but not me. Ooh, what's behind that spring? I think I've actually backtracked through the level again. This is like the third time I've done this in this playthrough so far. Whoa! Lightning fast reflexes there, but just very lucky, which is probably a bit closer to the truth than anything. Okay. This is the bit I missed before this actually. Oh, that might kill me. Nope. Oh. Thought I had him, but he just managed to get one last hit on me. So yeah, this is not a particularly easy zone. There's a lot of things that just hit you if you're not moving through really carefully. These guys there. Transit system to go through. So yeah, this was the final zone for Sonic 3. Considering the final zone Sonic 2 was the Death Egg zone, which was like a two-boss gauntlet, followed by, or that was preceded by the Sky Chase and the Wing Fortress. This seems like it actually was a bit of a crap last stage. It's not a bad zone by any stretch of the imagination. It's just it's not a final zone. That said, the final zone in Sonic 1 isn't particularly climactic either, but hey, that's not the point here. I think Asshole's getting a little bit more serious about his attacks on us now, throwing a bomb, but forgets to seal off the door that he ran out of, so just walk out there. Seriously, Knuckles. Could have died. The last Sonic 3 mid-boss. And it's a weird mechanical orb thing. nailed it. So, launch base Act 2. On we go. So that was the water there. It's one of those stupid facts that is occasionally circulated on the internet. I'd say it's a stupid fact, but it's true. Every zone in Sonic 3 features water except for the Marble Garden zone. I've just decided I'm allergic to rings. I'm just gonna get rid of them as quickly as possible. Of course, not every zone has prominent water. Don't think there's a whole load in this one. Jesus, seriously, I just cannot hold on to any rings for more than a couple of seconds on this stage. I screwed that up. Just thinking about Sonic and Knuckles, and if I remember rightly, Sonic and Knuckles might actually not have any water. Could be wrong about that. No, I think that is correct. Sonic 3 featured water in every single stage except for Marble Garden, and there is no water at all in Sonic and Knuckles. Not having a whole lot of luck for shields here. I'll take that though. Just wondering, is that always the case in this particular one? The top one's always I think it'd hurt you while I wasn't moving. Are the top orbs always 1-ups? I might actually have to pay attention to the stage more often if they are. Oh no, I'm gonna take those. However, I want to see what's in behind it, so. Robotnik monitors do damage, would you believe? I say Robotnik, Eggman. I know technically he's Eggman nowadays, but back in this stage, back in the mid-90s, he was Robotnik to us. I know that can be, that is somewhat region dependent on what he was actually called, but this has come from an era where in the UK we had Sonic the Comic, and he was certainly Dr. Robotnik in there. A little bit down here. So Sonic the Comic was certainly an interesting comic. It's obviously completely separate from the Archie comics, I believe, were popular in the US, and in fact, only recently were discontinued. Sonic the Comic did lack the influence of the notorious Ken Penders, so there were no, as far as I'm aware, there were no legal issues about magical echidnas. Oh really? And it did cover an awful lot of stuff, and the problem was, as a child, there was actually it wasn't very clear that the games here and the comics were actually separate continuity. Although that said, I'm not 100% sure if they were meant to be. Oh, well, you know, we had to drown at some point in this game, didn't we? He was asking for it, Your Honour. Okay, enough comic book talk. We have some serious sonicking to do. Ah! I don't know why I stopped him there. So the theme of this stage is basically living on a single ring and hoping that you keep it long enough to stay alive. There we go. 4 rings. That's a high score. And we actually made it high enough to get up this way this time. That's good. Ah. Rough stage. Very rough stage. Rough stage, lots of things that just instantly strip you of all your rings. Yeah, why not? Under this guy? Nope. I'm not going to go back for that 10 rings because it'll be a net loss for me. Oh, looks like we're going back. And again. Nice. Get your ring on. So here we go. Time for a boss. This is not the stage boss. Oh, I forgot about that. Engine slowing down a bit. Come on, Tails, get this shit. Nice one, my son. Oh, so this blew my mind as a child. Later, Tails. Your paycheck's gonna be in the mail. So we're riding in Robotnik's little egg ship thing. Knuckles knocks us back. And you fucked up, boy! So I believe this is us at the Death Egg. And this is the space station itself taking off. Here we are on the platform just below it. So you thought that boss was disappointing? Have another one. Oh no 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 no. No, we're not losing that ring. No, we're being careful here. So he does have a little orb that flies over his head to protect him a little bit. So one thing I believe changed in this particular version that was removed when the Sonic 3 and Knuckles version came out is that the big arm is back. This was the last boss of Sonic 3 and it was removed from the combined version of the two games. And my recollection, he is a bit of an asshole. Fantastic music though. Oh no. I think this might take my ring. Oh no, no, it does. I'm able to recover it. Can I hit him here? No, I cannot. Probably a risky thing to try in the first place. But yeah, come on. Ugh. There might be other times I can hit this guy, but I'm actually not sure when they are. Oh, that's one of them. But I kind of need to be ready for it. I don't think I was meant to be able to hit him there, but it was just an immaculately timed shield. Perfect. And if this was Sonic 3, this would be the end of the game. Interesting boss, but he's not last boss material. And off goes the Death Egg. There's the station itself, now crashing down. And I'm not sure if it actually shows it here, but it actually lands on top of a volcano. Oh. Oh, now that scene, that was actually in the opening of Sonic 3, or it's in the opening of Sonic and Knuckles. That's actually something new added for the for this particular version. So this is us reaching the Sonic and Knuckles content. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to cut the stream for now. I'm going to take a quick break, and I will be back in a little bit, and we'll do some other. We'll do some. I'm actually just thinking either I'll continue today or tomorrow, and we'll finish off the Sonic and Knuckles content, which, surprise surprise, is a whole new set of emeralds for us to collect, so we get to go back to the special stages. Excellent. So thanks for watching if you've been here with me, and I will catch you for Sonic and Knuckles very soon. Thank you very much.